and welcome back to Everyday English Talks. I'm Ava.
And I'm Ryan. Hey everyone, really glad you're here today.
Ryan, before we even start, I need to tell you something that happened to me this morning because I have been thinking about it since 9 o'clock.
What happened?
Okay, so you know my neighbor, the one next door? Her name is Linda. I have known her for almost a year.
Okay.
I saw her outside this morning, and I said, "Good morning, Lisa."
You called her Lisa.
I called her Lisa, and she looked at me and said, very nicely, "It's Linda, actually."
Oh no.
Ryan, this is the third time I have done this.
3 times?
3 times, same mistake, and she corrects me so sweetly every single time, which makes it so much worse. If she got angry, I could handle it, but she's so nice about it.
So every time she sees you coming, she's thinking, okay, what name is she going to use today?
She is absolutely thinking that. I walked away this morning and I just felt so embarrassed. You know that feeling where you want the ground to just open and swallow you?
I know that feeling very well.
Like your whole body goes warm and you're thinking about it for the rest of the day, even though it lasted 3 seconds.
Yes, it's such a small moment, but it stays with you.
It really does. And actually, listeners, that feeling has a word: embarrassed. When something happens and you feel ashamed, uncomfortable, your face goes a little red, that's embarrassed. And I was very embarrassed this morning.
To be fair to you, Ava, Lisa and Linda are very similar names.
They are similar. L-I. They both start the same way.
Exactly. Your brain just went with the wrong one.
My brain betrayed me. Okay, but anyway, this is actually perfect because today we are talking about awkward moments. Those moments where something happens and you just don't know what to do with yourself.
And everyone has them. Seriously, everyone.
Even people who look like nothing ever goes wrong in their life.
Especially those people. They just don't talk about it.
Exactly. Okay, so Ryan, I know you have some of these moments too. Tell me one.
Okay, so mine from a few months ago. I was at the supermarket on the phone with my mom. She was telling me this long story about something with our cousin, and I genuinely could not hang up because she was right in the middle of it.
Once your mom starts a story,
You cannot stop it. So I'm walking through the supermarket, phone on my ear, and I reach the checkout. The woman there looks up and says, "Hello, how are you?" Very friendly, and I just held up one finger at her, like 1 second, and kept talking on the phone.
"Oh, Ryan."
I didn't even think about it. It just happened. And she waited very patiently for almost 2 minutes.
2 whole minutes just standing there?
Just standing there. And when I finally finished, I said, "Sorry about that." And she said, "No problem at all." But the tone, Ava, the tone of her voice.
The tone said everything.
Everything. She was done with me, and I felt so guilty. For the rest of the checkout, I was being extra smiley, extra polite, and when I left, I said thank you about 5 times.
5 times?
Thank you so much. Really, have a great day. Thank you. And she just looked at the next customer.
She moved on immediately.
Immediately. And you know what's funny? I still think about that sometimes. Like randomly, 2 in the morning. Oh no, the supermarket lady.
Yes, that's the thing about awkward moments. They visit you at the most random times. You're just lying in bed, everything is fine, and suddenly your brain goes, "Remember that time you did that thing?"
Why does the brain do that?
I genuinely don't know, but mine does it all the time. Actually, I have a coffee shop story that still visits me sometimes.
Tell me.
Okay, So, about 2 years ago, I was at a coffee shop and I saw someone sitting at a table who looked exactly like my friend from university. And I got so excited because I hadn't seen her in a long time.
Okay.
So I walked up behind her, tapped her on the shoulder, and said, "Oh my God, hey, I haven't seen you in so long."
And it wasn't her.
Complete stranger. This woman had never seen me before in her life, and I froze. You know when your whole body stops and your brain goes completely blank for a second?
Like, you forget how to be a human being?
Exactly like that. And then I said, "I'm so sorry. I thought you were someone else. You look so much like my friend."
Okay, that's actually a good thing to say. It explains everything quickly.
"I'm so sorry. I thought you were someone else." Honestly, that one sentence saves you in so many situations. Mistaken identity, wrong person, whatever. Just say that, and most people understand immediately.
Mistaken identity. I like that phrase. When you confuse one person for another.
Yes, and the woman just looked at me and said, "Okay?"
Just okay?
One word, "Okay." And then she turned back to her coffee.
She didn't even ask your name.
She did not want to know my name, Ryan. She wanted her coffee. So I found a table on the complete other side of the room and sat with my back to her.
You couldn't face her.
I could not look in her direction for the rest of the time I was there.
And that table is probably haunted for you now.
That specific table, I never sit near it. Every time I go in, I look at it and I remember.
The haunted table.
The haunted table.
Okay, but you know what awkward moment I think almost everybody has had at least once?
Which one?
The you too moment.
Oh, yes.
Someone says something to you, a waiter, a bus driver, anyone, and they say something like, "Enjoy your meal," or "Have a good flight," and without thinking, you just say, "You too."
Even though they are working and they're not going anywhere.
Even though they are clearly not going on the flight with you, your brain just goes on automatic and sends the wrong answer.
I did this at a restaurant, actually. Finished my food. The waiter said, "Enjoy the rest of your evening." And I said, "You too." And the moment it came out, I knew it. I could feel it immediately.
That moment of realizing right as the words leave your mouth.
Right as they leave, and you can't take them back. They're already out there.
Floating in the air.
Floating in the air, and you just have to sit there with it.
I did this with a bus driver. He said, "Take care," when I was getting off, and I said, "You too," and just walked away.
Did he say anything?
He nodded, very slowly, like he had seen it 1,000 times that day.
Because he probably had. Every bus driver, every waiter, they hear you too constantly. It's almost like a reflex people have.
It really is. And the thing is, even when you know it's wrong, sometimes you still can't stop it. Like you call someone by the wrong name and they correct you, and then somehow your mouth says the wrong name again.
Because now you're so nervous about the name that your brain forgets it completely.
Yes! And then you feel so bad that you just stop using their name altogether for the rest of the conversation.
You become very creative. Just, "Hey," or "Excuse me," or you just make eye contact and hope they understand.
You know what I do? I start a sentence with their name and then just mumble the end of it. So it sounds like I said something, but actually I said nothing.
That is genius and also terrible.
It works, though. Most people don't notice.
Okay, I have to tell you something, and I need you to not laugh.
I am already going to laugh. Tell me.
So, this was maybe a year ago. I was in a lift, and just as the doors were closing, someone held them open for me. I ran in, said thank you, doors closed.
Okay.
And then I looked at the floor numbers, and I realized I needed to go down, not up.
Ryan?
The person who held the door was standing right there next to me, in silence, going up. And I was going up with them for absolutely no reason.
What did you do?
Nothing. I said nothing. I rode the lift all the way up with full confidence, got out on the wrong floor like that was exactly where I needed to be, waited for the next lift, went down.
You walked out on a random floor?
I walked out like I owned that floor. I even looked at my phone like I had somewhere important to be up there.
Why didn't you just tell the person?
And say what exactly? Sorry, I have no idea why I ran to catch this lift. I don't actually need this floor. Thank you for holding the door. This was a mistake. Goodbye.
Okay, yeah, going up was easier.
Going up was so much easier. And this is the thing about awkward moments. Sometimes you know it's going wrong, but stopping and explaining feels even more awkward than just going with it.
So you commit. You fully commit to the wrong thing.
You commit completely.
I think that takes a certain kind of courage, actually.
Thank you. I like to think of it that way.
Okay, but seriously, this is something I find really interesting about awkward moments. The worst part is usually not the moment itself. It's the not knowing what to do after. That pause where you're thinking, okay, what do I say now? How do I fix this? Why is everyone looking at me?
Yes, like with the checkout lady. I just kept saying thank you over and over because I didn't know what else to do. I needed to fill the silence with something.
And with my coffee shop stranger, I froze for a few seconds before anything came out. My brain just went offline.
So what do you actually do? What's the best thing to say?
Honestly, I think the simplest things work best. I'm so sorry, I thought you were someone else. Or just, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Short, honest, and then you move on. You don't need a long explanation.
Because the other person wants to move on too.
Exactly. They're not sitting there thinking about it the way you are. You're the one replaying it at 2 in the morning. They forgot about it in 30 seconds.
That is both comforting and a little bit insulting.
I know, but it's true. We remember our own awkward moments forever. Other people have their own awkward moments to worry about.
That actually makes me feel so much better. The supermarket lady has completely forgotten me.
She forgot you the moment you walked out the door.
Good. I'm letting it go.
Let it go. And listeners, whatever awkward moment is living rent-free in your head right now, the other person has probably moved on. I promise.
Unless you called them the wrong name 3 times.
Ryan? Okay. You know what? Linda and I are going to be fine. Next time I see her, I am going to get it right.
You've said that before.
This time, I mean it. I have been practicing. Linda, Linda, Linda.
Very convincing.
Thank you. Okay, everyone. We really hope today's episode made you laugh a little and feel a little less alone about your own awkward moments. Because trust me, after everything Ryan and I just shared, you are doing just fine.
We are the awkward ones. You're all good.
Speak for yourself. Okay, take care, everyone. Keep practicing your English, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. And Linda, if you are listening, I am so sorry. Your name is Linda. I know that now.
Goodbye, everyone.